Yes lads, welcome back to the channel. It is the final day of the trunking project. Unlucky for you guys, but lucky for me, because I have had enough of that loft, I'll tell you that. I can't stand being in that loft, but today is going to be the final day of the first fix. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Obviously we're going to be recording the second fix as well, but yeah, final day, emotional times. We have treated ourselves. For me, it's a Friday. I'm not sure what it's going to be for you guys when I upload this, but we've treated ourselves to a little Greg's coffee before we start the day. We've got a lot to get done today, and the missus is like, oh, I want to go up London, so like you've got to be back early, and I'm like, fucking hell, I've got loads to do. So yeah, we're just having a quick bite to eat. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning that we just picked up this Greg's. And then we're going to head to the job. And I see someone I went to college with in Greg's, man. It was like, honestly, I haven't seen him in so long. And then, like, he was like, yo, no way. I can't believe it. Like, he was in my electrical college course when I very first started. So, yeah, crazy shit. But we're going to scran this. I don't think you can go wrong with it, Greg's, to be fair. Cheap, cheerful, bacon baguette. Let's give it a review. Spoke too soon, that is dry as anything. Anyway, let's get to the job. So, we're at the job. We've actually been at the job for a little while now because we are on a tight schedule. As I mentioned earlier, London. Brilliant. Can't wait. Joking. Yeah, we're on a bit of a tight schedule. So, we got into the job. We've been here for a little while. We got into the job and we've just been smashing out the kitchen pretty much. So we pulled in a load of cables to the kitchen, the other side. So as I mentioned in the very first episode, pretty much have isolation point, and then we run our loads from this point out to like dishwasher and things like that. So we come down from the loft and then we've come down along here. I just need to come back. We've got to come back anyway, and I'm just going to all-round band it around there because some reason I've lost my all-round band. Of course I have. I'll lose everything. But we've got loop for a socket down there, ready to go up into the cupboard. We've got that loop there, ready to go for that socket. But this is the reason I've got to come back, because the boiler's got to be moved and I've got to chase that socket in for the worktop. So yeah, one of those, but it is what it is. And then we've got the loop for the hob, and then we've got the loop for the dishwasher in the corner, which is eventually going to be going along there, over there somewhere. I might just stick it in the sink cupboard, and then we've got the loop for that socket there. We did the extract as well, marked up the extract, and we've got the boiler feed also. The only thing which is a bit annoying is the bonding we've run for the gas. It's a little bit too short. So when we come back, we're going to have to change that over as well, but no dramas. Now we are on to moving the fuse board, which is basically what this episode's about, but it's 10:30. So we're going to get straight into moving this fuse board into the other cupboard. So we've got to isolate it, and hopefully it don't turn off the neighbour supplier, because that would be funny, wouldn't it? Because you never know, if they're labelled up wrong, they're labelled up wrong. But yeah, we had a meeting with the client as well, so they're all happy with everything. Got some readies, which is good. And I forgot to mention, I think I said it in the last episode about the price, and I do want to try and be as transparent as possible with you guys. So the price for this rewire, originally it was 4,200 for the whole rewire. And then they said it was a bit too expensive, so they took some spotlights off. That's one thing I'd rather customers do, say, you're a bit expensive, what can we do to sort the price out? Because a lot of people, they just ignore your price, and then that's that. They don't message you. You spend hours pricing and they don't message you. And then, so we knocked off a few spotlights in a few of the rooms, knocked off a few sockets, I think it was. And then, yeah, we got it down to £3,000, but then they had obviously the bathroom that needed to be redone because the shambles wiring, and then the fuse board move. So the total price for this job was £3,500. So yeah, 1 bed flat, not half bad. I've been here, this is my 5th day, 5 days labour, and then obviously you've got all your materials The second fix shouldn't be as long because obviously the first fix is always longer. But yeah, that's the price. Trying to be transparent with you guys. Right, we've got this great big box. Which has got some goodies inside. So let me show you. What we have got is the Navitas fuse ball to go in on this job. We've got all the RTBOs as well, but we've just got the fuse ball to go in today. Great little combo is the whisker teaming up with Navitas for your glands and like your fire grommets and things like that. Puppo, you can order your fuse ball and then get your grommets and glands as well. I've got this, so this is just a 4-way DB, which is going to have a main switch inside, and then basically we need this to gland the armour off, because previously the armour's not been glanded off that well. So what we want to do is gland it into here, and then we've got a metal enclosure to be able to gland the armoured. It's done properly, it looks nice, and then yeah, we'll come out of this into the fuse board. Making a sparky sweat, boys. Making a sparky sweat in this tiny little cupboard, doing that 4-way DB join. That was tight. That is really tight. But this is where we're up to. We've got the armoured coming in. That goes up to the loft. We just got to do the resin join in the loft, and then this is the switch, not switch fuse disconnector, but just the main switch. Just going to put blanks in there, and then we've got the DB mounted, tails ready to go into the meter, which is going to go slap bang in the middle, so it should look all nice and symmetrical. And then yeah, then we just got the resin join to do. So now we've got to jump up in the loft and do this resin join. I'm just going to take you through it, POV, straight into it. Let's get into it. Fold them in, keep the plasterers happy again. And that's job done.
So now in the loft doing the resin join, I was just going to POV, just let you enjoy the video, but I thought a lot of you might be an apprentice, might just be intrigued to what the hell even is a resin join. So resin joins are basically what I think is the best way of extending an SWA cable, which is above 10mm really. If you have the space, resin joins are definitely the way to go to extend the mains cable coming in. But basically the process is, with the SWA cable, you start making it off like you're making off a normal SWA gland, but you forget the gland basically. It's all contained into a big plastic container, and you strip back the cores, and what I always do is stagger them so there's no chance of them ever connecting, and also you have to be in line, so you have to stagger it no matter what. Resin joints are metal through crimps as well, so you will need the big crimper, but it's a good way of keeping the cable continuous and getting a nice solid connection. It is very unlikely that these are to fail, but once you've crimped it down, taped up the crimps as well, then we have the metal strap, which is basically the strap, which goes from one outer sheathing of one SWA to the other outer sheathing of the other SWA, and then you just clip the case on top of it just like so, and then you have this resin pack basically. It's sort of a two-part resin pack. You have to undo it in the middle, and then you mix it all about like a big cake, and then it forms this resin gel. Make sure, big tip, when I've done this last on the channel, I forgot to tape each end of the cable, and then the resin just starts falling out and you have an absolute nightmare. So big tip, tape the ends of the cables, tape the end of the box, and then you start to pour your resin join straight into the middle, and then you pop your lid on, and I just tape it for extra security, and that is pretty much it. It's just a through joint connection. If you've got the space like this in the loft, then it is ideal. And yeah, solid connection. Enjoy the rest of the video. I am suffering from a cold, so if the voiceover is not great, then put in the comments rubbish voiceover. Anyway,
and that is the final product. Meter in, fuse board in, just done a little temp supply for a socket there, and then yeah, we just got to come back, second fix all this, and then be good to go. But yeah, not bad, not bad. And we might just be able to make it for London.
you won't believe it. I'm sat here editing this video, and guess what we have done? We've totally forgot to end the video. Useless. I do it a lot less than I used to, but I'm still doing it. So we forgot to end the video, but we're going to end it right now. So by the time you're seeing this as well, we should have hit 20,000 subscribers. Fingers crossed. So please don't unsubscribe. But yeah, thank you very much for 20,000 subscribers. Like, it's absolutely crazy to think that there is that many people that is subscribed to the channel. YouTube is something I've always wanted to do, and you guys are making it happen and making it a reality. So yeah, crazy. Thank you, and thank you for watching the video once again. If you have, please smash the like button, please comment down below. Stay grafting, it is much appreciated, and please hit the subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the next video. I hope you've enjoyed the first fix of this flat. It is the final video of the first fix. Second fix will be coming, and there is some more great videos coming on the channel as well. So I'll catch you on the next one, and stay flipping grafting, lads. 20k. Big up. Much love.